Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this sushi abomination that you see right here. Now, full disclosure, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to properly make sushi, and I'm using some somewhat non-standard ingredients. This is meant to be a fun project, just a fun experiment, and yes, it was delicious. Now, leave a comment down below if you would eat something like this, or what your thoughts are on this. Now, let's jump right in and get busy. So, starting out with some sheets of seaweed right here. Got a whole pack of those from the store. So we're gonna also be using mozzarella cheese, crazy as that sound. I know even cream cheese is not a standard ingredient. I'm using mozzarella. Then I have pre-sliced cucumber right there. So this is gonna be a little bit different, mozzarella, and this is the most unusual thing I've seen, sardines. So canned sardines, I have them already taken out and in a bowl, ready to put in the sushi. So next, I'm gonna lay this down on here. Lay this sheet of seaweed right down here and rough side up. I know that much. And then I'm going to add the sardines. At first I was thinking 3 just to get them layered, just kind of stagger them a little bit. And then I decided to, I had 3 on here, right? Then I'm like, you know what? That's a little bit too much. It's going to be too much packed into one roll. So I removed one of them, right? So next, after that, we're going to be adding cheese. So mozzarella cheese. I don't know what's weirder, adding sardines or mozzarella cheese, but there you go. 2 unusual ingredients, but I really wanted to do this, and that's what I'm doing. So cucumber, that's a little bit more standard, and the way I cut them up, I think that's probably about right. And the trick here, I think, is going to be getting just the right amount on here. I'm being a little greedy with the cucumber, but I think it's balanced out just about right here. Now, what you're going to see me attempt to do here is I'm going to attempt to use this this mat to actually roll it. Now, this is me learning that I'm not good at using this mat, and I can't do this the way I've seen other people doing it. So I'm trying to do this. It's a little bit awkward for me. I feel like I need to practice this skill and learn how to properly roll this. I need to learn to properly roll a tight roll of sushi. I'm just not doing this right? It's just using this mat is, it's supposed to help a lot. You would think it does. It's just not working for me. I ended up mostly actually just using my hands to roll this just like that. And it's a little tricky to keep it stuck in there. And then with this first roll, I didn't really wet it down that much. I didn't add any, I didn't wet it down at all. Any moisture is only from the ingredients. So one thing that I found with future rolls, I want to wet the edge a little bit to get it to stick, and that's one piece of info I'm missing. I'm not sure how wet you're supposed to make it or how that's supposed to work. This is just one thing I'm not that knowledgeable about. Next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to attempt to cut this with this serrated knife. This is the wrong tool for the job. So wrong knife to be doing this with, and notice how this roll, it's just not sticking. It's not working very well. So this is my first experiment, did not come out the way I wanted to, and that's the wrong knife as well. So next knife I'm using here, this is a much sharper knife, works a whole lot better. So this is really the knife to go with. I kind of have the opening of the roll on the wrong side, and I really needed to kind of wet it down just a little bit at least, just to get it to stick, or at least that's what I think I need to do to get the roll to stick. I had better luck with future rolls, but at least this actually, surprisingly, with how bad I've constructed this, these are staying together surprisingly well. I didn't think they would stay together this well. So not bad at all. So those are actually somewhat passable looking rolls right there. So pretty neat. So next I'm basically just going to look at these from a few different angles just to kind of see the results of this first roll before we start thinking about putting our next roll together. And yeah, this is pretty much the result. So let's try one more. Here we have another sheet of seaweed, and I'm putting down some more sardines here, right? So got our sardines lined up there. I think they overlap the right way so that we have like some consistent thickness there. Adding more crazy, every time I say this out loud it sounds more crazy, but mozzarella cheese. This is why I call it a sushi abomination. And carefully putting on some cucumber there. I probably could have put more, but I didn't. So anyways, with this roll, I have some sushi rice. Now this is not properly prepared sushi rice. It's regular rice with vinegar, and you can see the steam rising off of it because I didn't want to put cold rice on, and I know this is a huge mistake. I'm not sure what temperature it's supposed to be, probably room temperature, but it's not supposed to be hot like that. So that was kind of another big mistake there. But, you know, it was something, it didn't totally ruin it or anything. And this is me still kind of sort of trying to use that sheet, but I didn't use it. And I kind of skipped the rest of me fumbling around trying to roll that. I did wet this down a little bit so it should stick a little bit better. That end piece doesn't want to stick together that well, but I'm getting this. And this knife is pretty sharp, but it could be sharper because it kind of breaks it apart when I try to cut through these. It doesn't just slice through cleanly enough. But yeah, there you go. Yeah. Slicing these up, these are some rolls with a little bit of quote unquote sushi rice in them, so not bad at all. And yeah, they're sticking together pretty well, I think mostly because of how tightly I wrapped it and the little bit of water I put on the edges. So here, these are from some few different angles, and look at that, they don't look half bad. You know, if you didn't know, that's like sardine and mozzarella in there, right? They look like passable sushi rolls. Here they are at a slightly better angle, so you can kind of see what they look like from the side. And you see I still have some more ingredients in the background there. Here the bowl is spinning around. This is it. This is the finished result. So if you found this video interesting, you might want to give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you would try something like this yourself. And you're definitely going to want to subscribe to this channel. We do a lot of stuff like this, but we also do a lot of more mainstream, less out there types of recipes and stuff. And we also go out to eat at real restaurants where people cook real food, stuff like that. So we have basically a huge variety of food related content. So if you like food and you like eating and you just want to see food related content of all different types, this is the channel to be on. You definitely want to be subscribed and hit the bell icon so you actually get an alert when we come out with new videos. But that's about it for today. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.